All of your payroll homework will be done in CengageNOW. So you'll sign on to CengageNOW in the course tab. You'll see this course listed. If you want to see what the assignments are, click on the Assignments tab. First 4 chapters have videos to go along with them. These are short videos. I suggest you print out the 4 questions that are given for each of these videos, so that then as you watch the videos you're looking for the answers to these questions. At the conclusion of watching the video, you can just fill out the assignment. I would watch the video first, and then I would read the book, and then I would do the homework. The homework assignment, you can print it, but it's the same assignment that's in the back of your book. And the way this book is constructed, it actually makes the most sense to do it in the back of the book, because they've given you work papers, and then just use CengageNOW to submit your answers. The homework is not timed, but the tests are. The first test is 60 minutes, and all the rest are 90 minutes. This payroll final you will take online. If you're in my residential class, we will go into a lab and complete that, and if you're in the online course, you'll just do this online. If you want to see how you're doing in the course, click on the grade column. Mine's full of zeros because I've just opened them up and used them for examples. And this will tell you how you're doing in the payroll portion. At the completion of the payroll portion, I will export the grades from the CengageNOW into Canvas, so that when you submit your QuickBooks assignments in Canvas, it will all be summarized in Canvas, and at that point you'll be able to get an idea of how you're doing in the class as you go along. Just a note about the degree of detail that's needed on your answers. I just picked this problem 3.5a, and this is the same problem that's in the back of your book. But when it comes to rounding, CengageNOW is very particular, and if you don't follow their instructions and round correctly, then it's going to show it as being wrong, which is a crying shame, because a lot of times it takes a lot of work and you're doing it right, but you just didn't round it. So on every problem it will tell you what it wants you to round. So for example, in this one it says, if required, round your answers to the nearest cent and use the rounded answers in subsequent computations. If an amount is 0, enter 0. When I was going through this homework and doing it for myself, several times I would forget this, and I would do a calculation, keep that number, I would keep that number in my calculator and then use it again in the following computation, and then I would finish, and of course I have the solutions manual, so I would look at my answer and compare it to the solution, and it would be wrong, and it would be like, oh man, what did I do? And it was always rounding. So I'm just telling you, you're not going to have the luxury of having the solutions manual right with you when you do it like I did, so just follow these. On that same note, the answers are available in the accounting lab, all of them, on campus, Redwood Road, room 211. So if you have an opportunity to get there, I would do your homework in the accounting lab. Then you can go up and see how you're doing before you enter your answers in CengageNOW. That's it for the intro, so I encourage you to start in on chapter 1. You're going to have a great time with this class.